What's up, YouTubes? Here's a clip from my podcast with Rory Wayne Bushfield. This is just a part of the whole podcast. I picked two of the best clips, so here's one of the two. And you guys can check out the full podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere. And if you like this, give a subscribe and like. I really appreciate that. And yeah, go ahead and check out the full podcast if you're interested. It's a pretty epic conversation. I don't even know where to go. He's just insane. Just check it out. See ya.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, skier.
Oh, hey. I'm pretty good right now.
Welcome to Worlds.
What's the gnarliest line that you skied, like filming?
There's a few real scary ones, man. The gnarliest one, there's a good one from that Micah Heli trip I could tell you about. I was at the top with JP and Callum, and we like sort of Rochambeau'd on who got what line, and I ended up with the line in the middle, and then as the radio call goes, I ended up going first. I think I had to go first, and I had thought I had scouted the line really well. It was like just about in the Alpine, like still trees though. And it was like a spine that rolled over. And it ended up being in the movie, the shot. And it was, I friggin' didn't see that cliff at the bottom. Like I came skiing in, like hit a couple pillows, and I go to just like air off the roller, thinking I'm just going to like air over the roller, I like air over the roller. And it's just like, the angle is right above helicopter. It makes it look way smaller than it actually was, man. It's like I ended up going so big into the flat light and just somehow like landing on my back and popping back up in a cloud of smoke. It looks like I land somehow and skiing. I was like, it hurt so much, man. I remember on the way home asking the chopper pilot to do negative G's, and then like while he was doing negative G's, like pushing on because my stomach was like, I swear I like twisted something. Anyway, it helped a little bit. But that was a gnarly one from that trip. I fell off a big cliff in Terrace one time. That was a scary one. This first I slough, man. Turn. Went to cross the slough to the exit. It was like boom, feet out from underneath me, just right off like a 60-foot cliff, rocks everywhere. It was like, whoops.
Whoops. I guess you could say whoops, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I learned about slough, man.
That's probably a good time to learn about that, is when it pushes you off a 60-foot cliff. That's gnarly.
Yeah, like, oh, nope, this is happening. I was like, definitely going off of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Yeah, that's absolutely nuts. And so okay, and then did you ever have any close calls, like getting stuck in avalanches or anything filming?
Yep. Oh, yeah, man. I got buried a few times. And I almost fell in a crevasse one time. If you can look that one up. There's a YouTube, Rory Bushfield falls in crevasse. And I'm like hanging by my ski tips over the crevasse. And I just broke my skis that morning. And my ski rep at the time, Rozzy guy, he gave me a new pair of skis, but he's like, do you want to do the dins up tighter? I was like, nah, man, whatever. I'll save my knees. Like, how low can your dins be? Turns out they were on like 3.5 or 4. And I was hanging upside down across a crevasse from this, like bottomless hole, man. That was fucking scary. That was a super close call. That one is like still like haunts me. I was pretty young too. It's so stupid too, man. I did a 180 off like an ice cliff, and as I was like turning on an edge, and where my body hit the ground was like the other side of the crevasse, just like doofing into the hole. It was like hanging from my skis. So stupid.
Wow. And then how about getting buried? Because knock on wood, I've been lucky enough that I also live in Steamboat, and Steamboat has like pretty flat terrain. It's in like northwestern Colorado, so it's like pretty mellow.
Colorado's known for avalanches, man.
Yeah.
That was in Crested Butte. It was the worst one I ever got buried. And it was just a landing, bro. We hit this jump 10 times, never slid. I friggin' did it. I caught an edge on takeoff. It was like back in the day. I was trying to take off switch like through the trees. There's like a shitty little in run through the trees. I caught an edge, and I didn't quite get it like any pop on the takeoff. So I landed like high on the landing, but with lots of speed, and the whole landing broke loose, slid me to the bottom into the little terrain trap, you know, and then just buried me right over my head. And my best friend got me out. He was right there, thank God, man, because I'm claustrophobic, man. I was having a huge panic attack. He got me out very quickly, thankfully.
So when you were like under the snow, what were you thinking besides, I mean, I don't even know, because I feel like it's pretty easy to assume what you're thinking. Like, holy fuck, this is really sketch.
Fuck. Well, it all happened pretty quick. That was the first time I got buried. The second time I got buried, I was like, that I had some time to ride. I was like riding on the chunks down the mountain, and then they pushed me into like I went on a cat track. It was like I slid all the way down onto a cat track, and I like smoked into the cat track, and then it just came on top of me like, and it like buried me in like a ball, like standing on my feet. And it was way less scary because I actually had like a big air pocket and was like, I bet you I would have got myself out on my own on that one because I was like in a good position. The other time I was like feet above my head, like arm behind my back. Like I was you'd think Colorado, we wouldn't cement you in like that. It was like cemented, man. Like couldn't fucking move at all. It was like, that was a super scary one. Just a landing too. I've been in a few where it slid and I got out, I got away. But those are the only 2 times I ever got buried. They weren't too bad, but bad enough I had to get dug out both times.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds gnarly. Did you ever get like used to the fact, like, I don't know, I feel like, so I've surfed in like video, like shot pretty big waves. And once you get wrecked, like for the first time, you're kind of like, oh, okay, like that's kind of what that was. And you don't become like less scared, but you're more like knowledgeable of what you're really facing. So once you like got buried and like that kind of happened to you, were you like, okay, like now I know how to better deal with the situation?
Oh, it's different. It's not like an ocean wave, bro. It's like, totally different. It doesn't let up. It holds you down until you're dead. You know, an ocean wave always, you know to relax because it's always let you up. At least so far. I was like, at least so far, all the waves I've been held down by let me up. But the 2 times I got held by down snow, it didn't let me up. So no, it made me more scared of it. Open my eyes to what's possible. Like, holy shit, just that like super small thing you'd never guess. Barry would have killed me if I was by myself.
Wow. Dang. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's gnarly. And I've had bad experiences too with like friends and stuff like that. And especially a lot of the time bad things happen, like you said, just like on the small stuff, like the things that you're kind of complacent about. And it's just, oh, this is just this normal thing, whatever, no big deal. And then it happens and you're like, oh, holy shit. Like imagine what could happen on something that's actually way gnarlier that like we do pretty regularly.
I know. It's true, man. It's true. It's out there, but 99.9%. It's always, I mean, those slopes that slide and kill people are good every other day of the year. You know, it's just like once a year, those things, like, or maybe not even, maybe it goes 50 years before those things do anything that would, you know. If the mountain's angry, that's what they say in Nepal. Like, if she's angry, she'll come down and kill us. So let's hope she's not angry.
But that's the crazy thing about it. Yeah, that's the crazy thing about it though, is that all you can really do, like you can prepare and you can like dig a pit, like an avalanche pit to like see what the layers look like and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's like you still are like either going to go do it or you're not going to do it. And you can just like hope. And I just think that that's pretty gnarly.